it's always been a distinguishing factor for my career, and it's allowed me to set myself aside from my peers and advance in probably a manner that I wouldn't have advanced without it. The other thing that has always helped me with is just having that certification behind my name or on my resume has always started conversation. So it's been a conversation starter for those that weren't aware of AIC, and it's been there. I've been able to expand on that, expand on how it's benefited me and ethics in construction and how that has molded my career. And so both having the certification on my side, but then also being able to kind of be that voice and that place to start that discussion and kind of set you aside from other people. You've got to set yourself up to a place that you're happy, but in that manner, being able to set aside that the Associate Constructor, the Certified Professional Constructor, are one of the only certifications out there that really set aside a constructor level individual within the industry. There are other certifications, but not many of them are focused in the same way that the AIC is focused theirs. And so that's really, not only does that drive their mindset, but also helps them with their career development. I was working as project managing an educational project. It was a K through 12 school, and had a situation come up where we had it was a drilled pier foundation. We had to provide it as a unit cost in the bid package. So the owner was aware of what those unit prices were. When once the foundation was complete, it actually came out that we had actually not had to go as deep for the drilled pier foundation. So in that, being that it was a unit price portion of the work, then the owner was due a credit back for that portion of the work. The ethical part of the industry, and kind of driven through all the foundations of AIC, is that you're forthright with that information to the owner, you provide it back to the owner. And at that point in my career, that really drove me to the right path, to deliver that message to the owner, give them the credit back, where a lot of companies may not have done that. If the owner hadn't have asked for that credit back, they would have just pocketed the money and profited from it and gone down the way. But by giving that credit back, it wasn't a huge amount of money, but it was just the ethics of bringing that back to the owner. And then the owner was able to go back to their leadership, acknowledge that, and in the end, ultimately our company received more money in change order form because the owner trusted us, and setting that value and that ethical principle there. And I've always, through my career, just held that ethics in construction as a critical component of day-to-day business. The construction industry hasn't always been looked at in the best light. In fact, a lot of times it's been kind of a bad rap for the projects, the construction side being the end product usually gets the most visibility. If something didn't go wrong on the project, usually someone's pointing the finger at the contractor, the builder. It may not have been, it may have been a result of the code that had to be applied to the project. It may have been that there were some design issues that just didn't get addressed. but the contractor, being the last one to touch the project, oftentimes kind of gets the bad rap. And so AIC helps with that professional image and that the professionalism that each person with those certifications bring to that project. And in the end, the owner ends up with a better product, and the owner has a better vision of the construction industry. And that, each project that an AIC member completes and adheres to all the standards that the AIC sets forward, moves the industry needle forward to the contractor may not be the sole one to blame, but hopefully in the end, we're actually moving the needle far enough that there is no one to blame. Is that we're bringing that back to the other industry professionals on the project team. We're solving the problems early, and we're coming out with projects that are more successful than the rest of the industry.